Okay, there will not be a rebuild video of this transmission. They got a used unit for this one. They took it away before I could do anything as far as a recase or doing any of that kind of stuff, so unfortunately there will not be a rebuild or a recase or anything of this. It will just be a teardown video only. It will show you what you need to look out for on this unit, and hopefully sometime in the future we'll get one and we can do the rebuild on it. I just don't see these units that often, probably about one a year, if that. I think it's been 2 or 3 years since the last one that I've seen. So sorry about that, but that's the way it goes sometimes. 5HP24 will say on your tag right there. Also on your tag is the Stuckel number. If you're gonna order anything other than normal stuff, you're gonna need that Stuckel number. We'll take our Gibo off. Yeah, now I'm gonna leave it on there. You don't have to take it off. 13's on the tail housing. Alright, I think I just got them all. You gotta take that nut off. It's already pretty loose to do the rear seal. Actually, we'll just go ahead and do it since it's that loose. Alright, getting pretty close. You're ready. And our bolts are going to fall out, so let's take them out. There's a shim back here between the speed sensor and park gear rotor. 10mm on the neutral switch. Everything's fighting today. 17 millimeters on the bell housing. They're really afraid that these bell housings are going to fall off of there. Alright, on the back of our pump we have a thrust washer, bearing race. You do have to be careful with these things, it's easy to break. And 27 torques on these. These here are 30s. Almost going to try to take it off with the wrong one. It's 3/4 on this right here. There's a keeper spring, and there's a valve up inside here. Alright, we'll get it out in a minute. Yeah, we can get in here and get our valve to get to moving. There we go. And you can pull your stator out if you want to. You can leave it in there. But you're going to need to take it out to get the liquid out from when you wash it. Check in the back of your stator right here where the sealing rings ride. Make sure it's not ring cut. And dowel pin and your plate. Make sure your plate's not eat up. Usually these are in pretty good shape. I don't even remember what the complaint is on this thing. Let's find out. The complaint is slips in forward, and it's got gear 2 incorrect ratio. Alright, always mark my pump gears. Looks like we got the dot up on both inner and outer. Alright, come out of there. There we go. Make sure our surface is okay. Everything looking good. Bearing here. Find the opening for our snap ring. These are bad about splitting this drum in here. Make sure our bushing's okay. And the drum is split. Our hub looks okay. Make sure this bearing race right here looks okay. If it's bad, you're not going to be able to get it. You have to get this whole hub. Our bearing here. Our hub. Make sure the clutch is in it, eat it up. Alright, our drum is split right there. Pretty common on these. Our bearing here. Since this drum is split, I can guarantee the valve body's worn out, and their valve body may even be broken. So we'll see when we get there. This is going to be real fun because they're not going to want to probably buy what it's going to take to fix it. So I don't know. We'll see. They didn't want to fix the last 5HP19 because of the stuff it was going to take to fix it. See if we can get this out of here. Doesn't really matter at this point. Probably going to leave the drum together until we get it sold, knowing how they're going to be about this. Let's see what all we're going to need besides the drum. Out of there. These steels are probably still usable. They're not burnt too bad. They are a little dark, but they are not that bad. They don't have any hot spots on them, and they're not warped, so we'll probably reuse them again. Try to keep the cost down, so maybe they'll want to do the job. Alright, we're going to leave the drum together. There's a snap ring, 2 pistons, and a Belleville spring inside there. Make sure your cushion plate's okay. I've never seen a broke cushion plate on one of these. Our shaft. Go ahead and take these apart and see what they look like. They still look pretty good, but they're going to get replaced. Cushion plate's okay. And our opening. Another bearing back here. Alright. There's a piston and Belleville spring, 2 half moon retainers here. Some of these are going to be kind of fun to get out if you don't have the special tools. You got snap ring here. Belleville faces either direction. It's beveled on both sides. take the valve body off to get much further. We got seals that we're going to have to pull out. .27 Torx. I believe maybe 30. No, it's 27. Clip right here for our connector. Got to pull forward on it just a little bit and then out. There's a little locking tab back there. Just shove that through. .27 Torx on the fence and on the speed sensors. Each one has a hold down.
Go on here or wait?
You can put it there. Yeah. Alright. Been a long time, so I'm trying to remember which bolts. Okay, it doesn't look like it's done it yet. But a lot of times when this valve body gets worn and it breaks that drum, it'll crack this housing right here, right across in here. And it does not look like it's cracked yet. No, it's cracked. I can see it. Yeah, it's cracked right there. So we may not get to do this one. You used to be able to go on ZF's website and get your Stuckel number and go look up which one you needed. The odds of them wanting to do that for me now are pretty low. We'll see if we can get this piece. See if we can get the piece that it's going to be this section of valve body up here also. This is, I believe this one right here is your pressure regulator. This valve's going to be worn out. So I don't know. Well, let's see what we get. There's a bracket right here that holds these tubes down. You don't have to pull the tube all the way out. You don't have to pull all this stuff out. You just need to bring this tube up. Just leave that holding that up, but I got to pull those out also. I put all these little clips and springs off to the side so I don't lose them. Got this little, don't lose it. I'm on off of there. There's a little clip and there's spring. And down inside here is a little rubber, gets you a little hook. That's really a little big. It doesn't matter as long as you can get them out. There we go. Alright, keep that tube up. Pull our support out. I'm going to have to try to go fairly even or it's going to get stuck. Like it just did. These are going to fall off, so just go ahead and take them off. Well, of course that one's not going to fall off. Alright, got a bearing back here. And check our clutches here. I'm not going to take all this apart. I don't think there's going to be a point. Alright, looking okay there. Take that out. Washer here. Usually all this is in good shape. Our planetary. Got a snap ring here. Come on, ring gear. Bearing here. I don't think I've ever seen a bad planetary set in one of these. I'm sure it happens, I just don't never recall seeing one. Sun gear. Another snap ring. And our planet comes out. There is an O-ring on here. Sun gear. Output shaft. This bearing's going to stay in there. And on the back, park gears come out now. On the back.
Yeah.
No. Just 40 torques back here. Usually people have been already into this unit and they like to tighten the crap out of these things. I don't know why. So get you a driver to loosen them. Let's see if we can get this on camera. Get away from that board. Really need to get this down here where I can work on it easier. Where are you at? If you don't do this way, the odds are you're going to rip the torch right out of there, and you're going to end up chiseling these bolts out. case is empty. I'm going to take the snap ring off that holds this in. I don't know why I was taking it over there. It's not spring loaded. Snap ring. There's our sprag assembly. Turning the wrong thing. Turning counterclockwise, locking clockwise. This piston down here is rubber molded. You need to order a kit with it in there. Odds are is it's shrunk. It's 2 half moon clips to hold that in there. And we'll go over that in the rebuild if we get to do it. Alright. So I'm going to need my Stukel number. I can't see that. 1050 something, 1058. Quad 026. Alright, let me write this one up. Alright, I can tell already that we're not going to get to build this. Nobody's wanting to help with the valve body, so we're going to have to buy a whole valve body. That's already going to blow it out of the water, I guarantee it. But LS kit with the piston, always buy it with the piston. Do yourself a favor and buy the Frudenberg knock kit. Filter, a clutch drum on the valve body. My torque converter's the code on it's a K35. There's my Stukel number. So if we get to sell this, I'll be back with the rebuild video. If not, I'll have the valve body portion of it on the Patreon.